Hello and welcome to Christmas with Expedition Texas. I'm your host, Bob Malden, and tonight we're coming to you from Smithville, Texas. Now, if you've watched any movies that have been filmed in Texas over the last 20 or so years, you've probably seen this town. It's been featured in a lot of films that have been shot here in Texas. Hope Floats, Bernie, Tree of Life, and a few others. Well, many others actually. But tonight we're here. It's all about Christmas time, and we're here to celebrate with the folks in Smithville. So what we're going to be doing is featuring the Christmas parade, the lighting of the gazebo. You're going to see all the gingerbread men and learn a little bit about what makes Christmas special here in Smithville, Texas. So sit back and relax. It's Christmas with Expedition Texas here in Smithville.
Texas is full of lost history, from lost cemeteries to abandoned buildings, from the infamous to the obscure. Hitch a ride and travel across the Lone Star State, looking for hints of Texas' colorful past, our lost history. This is Expedition Texas, and we're gonna find it.
A drive through Smithville, Texas might bring upon bouts of deja vu as you pass several locations you'd swear you've seen before. That's because you've probably seen those places in the movies. The most famous little town you've probably never heard of boasts movie locations from Hope Floats, Bernie, The Tree of Life, and over 100 more productions. We visited Smithville a few years back to take a peek at those locations, then we moved on. By not stopping in and staying a little longer, we really missed out on what makes Smithville great. The small town charm has stayed true amidst the hustle and bustle of the occasional Hollywood influx. We've come back to Smithville, this time to stay a while and celebrate the season with the folks there. To get to know the town of Smithville, you first need to know about the railroad. See, Smithville would be nothing more than a long-forgotten dot on an old map if it hadn't been for the jobs, commerce, and good fortune brought to town by the railroad. Bruce Blaylock is the resident expert on railroad history in Smithville and talks to us among the souvenirs of that era at the Railroad Museum.
Smithville used to be about 1.5 miles northeast of here on the river, where most people lived. The first store was there, the first post office was there, and the second store was there. Well, when the railroad was coming to town, Mr. Burleson platted the land that he had bought to fit the railroad right-of-way. Every street in Smithville is either perpendicular to or parallel to the railroad right-of-way. In 1895, Smithville was designated a terminal and a district headquarters for the Smithville district. And at that point, Smithville controlled the railroad from Waco to San Antonio to Houston and Galveston. If you worked on the railroad in any of those places, you were an employee of Smithville.
And being able to turn a train around and work on its cars was a feature Smithville boasted that few others could claim.
The turntable was in front of the roundhouse, and the turntable was used to align the locomotives either to go in a certain stall or to come out and go on a run and be faced in the right direction. And the turntable was built here in 1895. It was rebuilt here in 1916, and it was scrapped here in 1970.
The railroad never left Smithville, but as passenger service faded away in the era of interstate highways and fast cars, its role in the community declined. Smithville went from the largest city in Bastrop County to a quiet community with the occasional mile-long visitor on the tracks.
I wish that everybody in the United States can feel what this little small town feels during Christmas and during this parade, because it's all about togetherness.
One of the highlights is you can eat here, drink, shop, be merry.
We're in Smithville, Texas for Christmas with Expedition Texas. We've learned about the town's rich railroad history, and hopefully we'll hear what's up with all these gingerbread men. Just one of many questions we'll have for Mayor Sharon Forrester. Hey Sharon, how's it going?
Very good.
Well, Smithville is looking very much like it's Christmas time here.
It is.
I'm loving it. The lights all down Main Street. Everything looks beautiful here. And, we've heard a little bit of railroad history about Smithville.
Yes, sir.
But I want to hear about Christmas in Smithville. I mean, you guys seem to go all out here. Tell me about what Christmas means to the city of Smithville.
Well, we're very blessed here in the city of Smithville. We have a lot of volunteers who have gave endless hours to make our town look festive, invite people to come and see what we have to offer. We have a whole day of festivities tomorrow. We have parades and activities, and the whole Main Street will be hopping all day long. All of our shops will be open, welcoming people to town. As you can see, we're still finishing up a few decorations for tomorrow, but it's going to be a very festive time here in Smithville.
There is a Main Street full of places to shop and visit. There's lights everywhere. There's going to be a parade. There's going to be a lighting at the gazebo. There will be live performances of some Christmas themed plays. I mean, we are going to have a great time here in Smithville tomorrow. But first, I wonder if you and I can maybe take a little walk down that lighted Main Street. It looks like it's just begging for us to do that.
It is. It's going to be the calm before the storm.
All right, let's go check it out while things are a little calm.
Amen.
All right, let's go. At what point do they put the lights up?
They started before Thanksgiving, getting all the buildings festive and the lights. The lights stay up year round now.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
So
you'll flip a switch, huh?
we flip a switch. We light up Main Street. We invite people to come here year round. We have a lot of shops here that are fun. I think people enjoy it when they come here. We have a lot of festive, nice people, and our biggest asset in this town are our people.
So, Mayor, what are some highlights of downtown Smithville?
Smithville offers a lot of things here, but I think one of the highlights is you can eat here, drink, shop, be merry, just come and enjoy the people that we have here. Everybody's friendly. Everybody enjoys visiting and sitting around outside and just catching up, and that's something that I truly love about our town, that we never meet a stranger.
Well, it's a little bit quiet down here now, but it's not going to be that way for long, right?
No, the calm before the storm is brewing, and tomorrow your tour guide will be Fran Hunter. She is with Bastrop County Tourism, and she will be highlighting all the wonderful things that are fixing to unfold here in Smithville, Texas.
You're going to show us Christmas?
I am.
All right. Well, Fran, I'm looking forward to it. It's nice to meet you, Sharon.
Thank you.
Let's go find Christmas.
Absolutely.
All right, let's go. As Fran and I head off to plot out our day of celebrating the holiday festivities, things will be getting started up bright and early the next day with food, shopping, and fun.
We are currently in the middle of the indoor marketplace at Festival of Lights, and as you can see, there are a lot of different wares around here. These people come here and bring in goods that we can't necessarily find in Smithville, and so Smithville people and area people that do come to this market are able to see a lot more talent and artistry in these wonderful artistic pieces that people bring, and a lot of them are very practical. So this helps our community. These people stay here. They shop here too. They shop around town on Main Street and the other stores, so we're glad that they're here for our event. There's also a marketplace outdoors on Main Street, which you'll see later.
A trip to Smithville, Texas wouldn't be complete without a stop by to visit Old St. Nick, and in true Smithville fashion, kids arrive at the Gingerbread Village by train. Okay, so we're here with a very familiar face. In case you don't recognize this guy, can you give us the old line?
Ho, ho, ho.
Told you. Very familiar face. Santa Claus is here. Santa, has the city of Smithville been good this year?
On the whole, the city of Smithville has been very good this year. Life has been good in Smithville.
How are you going to have a big stop in Smithville this year? Lots of presents to deliver at all the houses?
It's going to take a lot of time to get through this town.
Well, I hope you budget accordingly.
I'll budget my time.
All right,
Especially
Santa Claus.
It's the magic of Christmas.
Yes, sir. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
Take care. Oh, and I've been a good boy too, by the way. We're in Smithville, Texas, celebrating Christmas with the folks there. Our guide for all the Christmas fun is Fran Hunter. We've rejoined Fran in town to talk about what to expect out of tonight's celebration. Hello again, Fran. How's it going?
It's good.
Okay, so you've been kind of showing us around a little bit today. We were here last night. I want to get over to see your world record-breaking gingerbread man before we get too far along here. We've got the parade coming up here in a little bit. The road is clearing out. The market is going away. We're getting ready for things to light up here. Talk to you about Festival of Lights and what's going to happen here in downtown Smithville today.
All right. We've had the marketplace. We've had the train, the NPAL Express going around.
I love that thing. That was cool.
That is wonderful. Everybody loves it. It's
Yeah.
been full all day.
Okay.
Next, we're going to end up having our annual lighted parade. And this has been happening since 1987.
Wow.
This used to be called Fantasy of Lights. But then Hope Floats filmed here, Sandra Bullock's first production
Yeah.
for its own production company
Yeah.
in 1997. And they had filming overnight for a parade, and they called it Festival of Lights. And so the town changed the name from Fantasy of Lights to Festival of Lights to honor Hope Floats.
Wow, so you sort of adopted the name, and so now that happens here. And I've noticed not just the one big gingerbread man, but a lot of gingerbread men around here. What's the thing with the gingerbread men?
Well, the gingerbread men themselves are a fundraiser for the chamber.
Okay, very cool.
And so we've had volunteers create them. We
Okay.
cut them out of one pattern, except
Except the giant one?
except the muscle one
Right.
by the gym.
Okay, oh yeah, yeah.
The Iron Tiger trainer.
Okay.
We cut them out, and then we had gingerbread man painting parties. And we literally would paint all these gingerbread men. Kids, two of my kids were there when they were 10,
Yeah.
12 years old. And we would paint them, and then people would sponsor them. And so that's why you see name tags on them. And down at the very end is a gingerbread man village, is
Yes.
what we call it.
Right.
Those are the ones that people don't have a place for them in front of their houses because they may live out of town,
Right.
or it may be a business that doesn't have a location or is also out of town. And so they just put them down there in the village so they can all kind of talk to each other.
And that one really big gingerbread man down there that has broken records, tell me about that.
All right, Smitty.
Yes, Smitty.
The world's largest gingerbread man.
Okay.
A gal got an idea
It's right here.
in 2005
Okay.
to bake the world's largest gingerbread man to get Smithville a world record,
Yeah, this is literally a record-breaking gingerbread
a
man.
Guinness World Record.
Okay.
So they spent a year planning and finding recipes and testing things out.
Yeah.
And in 2006, we decided to do it down there by the chamber office.
Okay.
And you'll get to see Smitty.
Yeah,
trust
we're going to
me.
go see that. We have to. Yeah.
So Smitty's really cool. They did 72 dozen eggs. That's like 856 eggs.
Yeah, that's a lot of eggs.
They separated them. They didn't just crack them, they separated them. Yes. They had, I don't know how many pounds of dough. If you want to know, I can get you the information. But they did it at the rec center, and then they brought the dough over in these big old gallon things, 5-gallon things, and would dump it in.
Well, let's go visit Smitty and then get back down here at the parade.
Okay,
Sounds good.
perfect.
Let's go.
Hi, let me introduce you to Smitty.
Smitty's huge.
He is. Smitty, from his footprint all the way to his head, is 20 foot tall. And of course, it looks like there's a couple more feet down here with his stand. This is actually the cookie sheet. So this was skinned with another piece of iron, and this is frosted just like, his is painted just like he was frosted in 2006, complete with the Santa hat and his cute little smile. Smitty's been a lot of things over the years. He's had bats on him and tiger stripes, because the Smithville Tigers, that's the mascot here in the schools. He's been, for breast cancer awareness, he had a bra on, a crocheted
Really?
bra. Smitty has celebrated all sorts of things all through the years with people.
We're in Smithville, Texas, where we've enjoyed a day of festivities to ring in the Christmas season. Fran Hunter has taken us through the holiday market, popped into several local businesses, and told us the story of Smitty, the world record gingerbread man baked right here in the park in Smithville. Now, though, it's almost time for things to really kick off as folks are lining up for the parade. We head over to the lighting of the gazebo.
We have a special guest tonight. We're getting ready to throw the lights on, and we have a young lady named Ava Bryan. Ava was the winner for the Home and Garden, Sustainable Home and Garden Student Art Contest this year. We're very proud of her, and so we're getting ready to flip these lights and get this party started. 3, 2, 1.
And now tradition continues in Smithville as the parade rolls through historic downtown. After the day-long market and the Christmas parade, families gather for the production of And a Partridge in a Pear Tree.
And in fact, I was looking around. Your shop really needs some updating. You have the same color walls as every other shop. You want to stand out. I can get together some paint colors, chips, and fabric samples and put together. The shop is fine.
After the families return home from the festivities in Smithville, a lonely train slowly passed in the darkness just beyond the park and the museum, built in tribute to the industry that brought this community to life. Now, though the railroad has become less a part of daily life, the people of Smithville come together to celebrate in the shadow and low rumble of the iron giant that first brought their ancestors here. Though Hollywood occasionally comes calling, Smithville is a thriving small town without all the lights and cameras. From just beyond the lights of a hometown Christmas, you can look up and see that Smithville has plenty of stars of its own. From the folks in Smithville and us here at Expedition Texas, Merry Christmas.